So you buy a stock SCX24, you buy the RobskiiFab stock chassis upgrade kit. This is all you need. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. In today's video, we are finally doing the RobskiiFab stock upgrade kit. We're going to be installing it on a stock SCX24. We're not going to do any other modifications. All we're going to do is put this kit right on the stock chassis, and then we're going to see how it performs. So I'm not going to bore you with a whole bunch of stock SCX24 stuff, just because you guys probably already know how these drive. I have a little bit of driving clips, but all the clips that I tried, this thing just kept flipping. I didn't have any luck making a good line. Cool little sticker in here. Isn't that cool? Packaging. So cool. So here, this is what you're going to get. This is a work of art. How it is all one piece. Work of art. To get the pieces off, you need a set of flush cuts, and you're just going to start cutting. Very easy, very simple. You're going to want to do that for all the pieces. Alright, we have everything cut out. You're going to have 2 sliders. You're going to have a set of front shock towers and a set of rear shock towers. And you're also going to have 8 of these little washers. They are for the shocks, so when you space them out, you're going to want to get the angle correct. Because when you put these on the frame rails, it's going to space out the shock a little bit at the top, so you need these to space out the bottom so everything is smooth. But just the quality of the product is amazing. How this is bent in one piece, and it's just great. Every time these are in stock, they get sold out right away. So next time they get in stock, make sure you buy them so you can actually have a chance. So this does fit any SCX24. Doesn't matter if it's a deadbolt, doesn't matter if it's a Gladiator. I'm going to show you my Gladiator now. As you can see, it does have the kit on it. Let's see. Rear shock towers, front shock towers, sliders. This thing is a little crazy build, but still stock frame rails. Pretty cool. So there, my Gladiator. Shout out his wheels. Pretty freaking cool also. Let's get this stuff fitted and then see how it looks. Alright, we got everything installed. So we have 2 options. We can either leave it like this, where the slider just kind of tucks underneath, the body goes on the outside, or we can trim the body and then we have it kind of like that, which I like it like that. So we are going to trim the body. Sweet. I think that looks really good. So that's how we're going to rock it. Sliders on the outside, so the rocks just slide off. Got everything installed. Front shock towers, rear shock towers, sliders. There is adjustments for the lower links up here, but with the stock motor, I don't think it'll work because the link will hit the motor. Maybe you can see that, but the link will hit the motor. So we just kind of left it how it is for now. All the links are in the stock location, so nothing crazy about that. So right now, we're not going to change anything else. This is all we did. Basically just kind of change the shock locations. I do want to change around an electronic layout, so we can do that because we're really not changing anything. We're not swapping anything out. It's still staying how it is. So we're going to move around some electronics, and that's it. Alright, as you can see with various cutting tools, we went a little overboard. So, this is how it looks. Cut a little section out of the body. No big deal, right? Body still shuts, fully fine, everything works. No problems. So here is the new setup. So I wanted to do where I did not spend a dime other than the Robski kit. So if you want to do this, you can do it too. I did not spend any money changing around these electronics. I did lose the headlights because I don't have an adapter lead, but that's okay. I'd rather have performance than light. To the ESC, I stuck on the slider. I got rid of the rear battery tray, and the front ESC tray is now where I put the battery. I used double-sided tape. Okay, I guess you can say that I spent money on the double-sided tape. But I put the battery in the front. So all my weight is exactly on the front over the front axle. So that should definitely help with the weight distribution. Like I said, ESC, battery in the front. So battery literally just sits right in between the front shock towers. Perfectly over the axle, over the servo, so it should give me some front weight. Very nice. No weight in the rear. That's exactly what we want. Beautiful sliders. Shock positioning are exactly where it needs to be. Body on. Doesn't even look that bad. So this is fully done, ready to go get tested. So let's go test it out. I almost forgot to mention, I used this to make my own high clearance links. So all I did was disconnect them back here, hold them straight upwards, heated them up, bent them both exactly the same way, reinstalled them, and that's it. An easy way to get free high clearance links. So that's an easy way to get free high clearance links. You can also do it in the front, doesn't matter, but got that extra ground clearance. Pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure that's it with free mods. We could do a little bit of Dremel work, but other than that, everything else will cost money. So let's go see how it performs right now. I will say it is easy to turn on now. Those ground clearance links are helping. Oh. Definitely uphills, you can tell it's a lot more stable with having that weight towards the front. I think it did amazing on the rocks compared to a stock one. Sorry there wasn't a lot of stock driving clips. I just couldn't really drive a stock one. My only issue right now is side hilling. This thing just topples over so easy. But as you're going up hills, it's definitely a lot more stable because of the weight towards the front. So if we can handle some weight down low and try to keep this thing a little bit more planted, I think it will be very good for it. Other than that, I think the chassis kit is amazing. It's just, you have to pair it with something else. If you just throw it on a stock SCX24, yes, you can have your tuning capabilities, but it's really not going to help the performance-wise, just because it's like a tuning option. So if you pair the chassis kit with a few basic bolt-on mods, I really feel like that it'll take this thing to the next level. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. We're going to do a budget build-off with this deadbolt. So we're going to keep the RobskiiFab on it, spend as little money as we can, and try to make this thing perform just a little bit more better. Try to make this thing perform a lot better. How about those words? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, you know I enjoy reading through all your feedback. Catch you guys in the next video.